The Portland Trailblazers are now in a very interesting spot with a young core of very exciting players like Shaedon Sharpe, Scoot Henderson, and Deni Avdija. They added veterans this offseason in the likes of Drew Holiday, and a surprising move to some, they brought back Damian Lillard. Now, to me, I always kind of assumed that Dame would end back up in Portland. If you would have told me this soon, I would have been really surprised. But we're gonna go try and win them a ring. Now, if Dame ends up being the focal point, that's cool. If it ends up being a Shaedon Sharpe, a Deni, that's also cool. But I think this could be a lot of fun to do, and I'm really not going to waste too much time because I think at least for this first year, a lot of these guys we're just going to keep on the team. And I also forgot Yang. I think we are going to be over the amount of players we're allowed to have, so I'll probably cut some people. Probably Duop Reed. Yeah, we have one too many players. Duop Reed at 29 years old and only a 73 overall versus these three big men. I'm fine with that. But when I look at this season, I kind of just want to let the team do what they want to do, and we'll just kind of see what's sticking because there's just a lot of pieces. Like, I want to find out what Yang has for us, but I also think like playing a guy like Thibault give us some fun defense. We'll go something like this, just get Hanson Yang in there for 8 minutes a night. Later on down the line, maybe he gets more. We're gonna have him go all around in training, and just hopefully maybe that gives him a little bit extra of a boost. I don't know what his potential is, so it's only 77. Yeah, that's all right. Maybe he gets better than that. We'll see. Okay, so the Spurs are offering me Dylan Harper. We're gonna decline that and turn off CPU trades because that's just not realistic. So he was playing terrible in the minutes he was playing. We're gonna let him kind of sit some time out, and Robert Williams is injured, so Klingon's now at the 5, and Rajon Rupert getting some minutes, or Rayon Rupert. Actually, you know, screw what I said. I'm gonna take Rupert's minutes out. Oh, he's playing well. Dang, he's playing well. How many shots is he taking? He's 9 for 11. I'm gonna keep him in there. We'll take away these 13 minutes that Chris Murray's getting and just give him to Yang. We're currently pretty bad. We're 4-14. We will have a high lottery pick. I need to make sure we control our first round pick. We don't. Who has the pick? Chicago? Is that right? Oh, it's lottery protected. What is that pick from? All right, I'm gonna keep this page up because it's lottery protected in the next 3 drafts, and then by 2028, if the Bulls haven't got a first round pick from us, we have to give them a 2028 second. So that's not bad at all. I am curious, what was that trade? Oh well. Another thing too I want to do, I want to make sure we have a good scouting department, and I'm also gonna give our scout a few more bonus staff. Yeah, so coach, our Chauncey and our Rudy Young, our head scout, are gonna get all of our bonus staff. I don't know what that really does, but hey, if it helps, it helps. Can't hurt. We got another injury. Klingon now. Okay, Rob Will's back. I'm gonna do I really want to turn lineup management? For some reason it does this sometimes where it doesn't tell me who's getting hurt and whatnot. But Dame is still injured, still says season. How's Drew playing? Honestly, not terribly. So this kid who's supposed to go number 2 is an 80 overall. That's one of the first times I've ever seen that. He has LeBron ceiling. That would be dope to have here. This actually is a pretty solid class, it looks like. All right, it's the start of February. We are terrible. I want to just check to see if we have any expiring contracts this year. Rob Will, Thibault, the other guys are either just gonna get released or not get re-signed. Just went to make a call to see if there was anything we could get for these 2 guys. Not really. Not at least for what I would be interested in bringing in. I more would like a pick here than any like stud of a player. Goga is actually pretty interesting to me. At 26 years, I think I'm gonna do this. 26 years old, a little bit lower of an overall, but we get Orlando Magic first. Yeah, we're gonna do this with Orlando. Boom. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Matisse Thybulle, especially I like his vlog, but he just kind of hasn't gotten a very good overall ever, and the stats aren't great this year. Would anybody want him? I don't want to just let his contract expire for nothing. All right, Utah, we'll take Kyle Anderson in a second. Wait, maybe we won't. You know, we will. We'll have this extra $9 million to play with if we want to make another trade, and we get a second round pick. That's fine, because I also do plan on trading Jeremy Grant within the next couple years or so. Yang did not make the rookie team, and we of course had no all-stars. Kamara wants to work on an extension. I am interested, and his value probably only will go up. Let's do 3 with the team option. We'll pay him $15.50. That's a pretty favorable contract, I think, for us. We can also sign Scoot long term. Let's get that done. I have all the faith in the world in the 2K sim of Scoot. Chris Murray, a little more hesitant, and then Jeremy Grant still has years of control left. We're gonna hold on to that. Rupert has good size. In the limited minutes he's had this year, he's performed well. I think we'll definitely do a 2-year team option with him where we pay him just under $5 million, and I think we're good. Jay again, MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Westbrook with the Warriors is 6th man. Depoy Wemby, Keaton wins Most Improved. Devin Booker Clutch Player. Mark Daigneault Coach of the Year, and the Timberwolves win Executive of the Year. First team All-NBA, Trae Young sneaks onto the first team. He averages 28 and 10 this year with a steal a game. Second team sees Bam Adebayo, Domantas Sabonis, and third team Ja Morant and Joel Embiid back into All-NBA contention. Defensive first team, all big men. Defensive second team, Jokic averaged almost a 30-point triple-double, 29.6, 14 boards, 10 assists, 1.6 steals, and makes Knicks all defensive second team. Amen Thompson's here, Jalen Duren as a rookie, Cooper Flag and Anthony Davis. Rookie first team, Carlo Makovic on, and no Yang Hansen or Hansen Yang for us. We of course did not make the play-in. We only won 20 something games, but I guess we can go look at how we did points wise. So Shaedon Sharpe averaged 20, Scoot Henderson 20 as well, and Denny Avdija 19.6. I've seen in all of these sims, man, he goes crazy. This is the base 2K roster and he goes crazy. And Scoot in only 28 minutes a game, 20 points. Good for him. And he only started 12 games. Drew averaged about 10 on almost 50 40. Hey, that's really good. If his contract wasn't so bad, I would say he'd for sure be here long term, but with his contract being what it is, I just don't know. And we get a Hawks Spurs NBA Finals, which the Spurs win, and Wemby is already an NBA champion. Staff retirements, Pop retires. All right, this is a big moment. Draft lottery. Our pick is projected to be number 6. I'm just gonna skip it, and it ends up jumping to number 1. The Thunder have 2 of the top 5, but we get number 1. Oh my god, I've been having such bad pick luck. Definitely need a good team doctor. I don't really know if the CFO matters. Dang, that team doctor declined our offer. Wait, instead we get Taylor Stewart, who I swear to god has the same face scan as David Adelman in game. Am I tripping? That's what David Adelman looks like in game, and this is Taylor Stewart. Yeah, dang, I just thought David Adelman's face scan was bad. I didn't realize they actually didn't have him. Oh, one thing I want to do since Pop retired, I'm gonna go sign Mitch Johnson. I didn't have the heart to fire Pop, and we do. So Mitch Johnson is the Spurs head coach. So at the NBA draft, I think it's pretty simple. I think I want to take this kid. I mean, these centers look decent. They're older though, but just looking at everything here, he comes in great inside scorer, great 3-point shooter, solid playmaking, solid defense, athleticism's great, potential. He's only 19 years old. Bring in Bradley McGee to be our small forward. And the Knicks are trading pick number 2 to the Celtics for Derek White and Dennis Schroeder. Are the Thunder gonna no, they pick both of their picks. And the Knicks also have the 6th pick. They are trading it again to the Bucks for Bobby Portis and Paul George. What is that Knicks team doing? What are they about to look like? And the Celtics just traded Peyton Pritchard to the Nuggets for the 13th pick. All right, let's go. Oh wait, we have more picks. At pick 36, we don't have any kids really scouted like that. I'm gonna kind of bet on the Knicks being bad next year because of the trades they made. Or actually, we'll go in a couple years and then we'll see if we can take, we'll see if they'll do something like this. All right, that's fine. All right, so we signed Bradley McGee. Do I want to keep Chris Murray? Does he have anything to get me excited? Honestly, not really. The potential's decent, but we're gonna let him go. We'll sign Shaedon Sharpe, Sissoko, and Bryce McGowan's. And it says we are 28 mil over the cap. Biggest reasons for that are gonna be the contract to Jeremy Grant and the contract to Drew Holiday, or else our highest paid player would be a 19-year-old. Looking around the league, I mean, the Bucks have some cap space. Maybe they'd be interested. The Jazz have cap space, but I don't see why they'd want Jeremy. The Knicks are so far over the cap. I don't even know how they are allowed to make this happen. I like their roster, honestly. Let's go look at that Knicks roster. I legitimately don't know how they pulled this off. They still have Cat and Jalen Brunson under contract. They bring in Derek White. Mikal Bridges is still here. OG's still here, and Josh Hart. The heart of that, like the core guys are all still here, and they add Derek White, Bobby Portis, and yes, say what you want about Paul George. He still has some decent ratings. B interior defense, A- perimeter. They also have Miles McBride still here. The Yabusele still here. Tyler Kolek's improving. This is a fun team. I don't know how they managed to have all these salaries on one team. How do they have 54 mil to Paul George? They bring in 14.8 Bobby Portis. Derek White's making like 30. I don't know how they did that. I'm literally dumbfounded. Yeah, the thing about the Jeremy Grant contract is we might just have to eat it. As much as I would hate to do that, we just don't have any team that would seemingly be interested in him. One of the only teams under the cap is this Bucks team, and like, yeah, I guess maybe a wing with some defense could help them, but really how much, I don't know. So in free agency, we need a shooting guard. Let's go lock up Shaedon Sharpe, and you know what, he's here. We got to make it happen. We'll sign him. We signed both CJ McCollum and Shaedon Sharpe to long-term deals, letting CJ finish his career where it started, with Portland and with Dame Lillard. The regression for both of these two is gonna be terrible. I just know it. Lonzo's over in Philly. Hey, the Bucks need a point guard. Do I trade them? Drew? Also, James is over in Chicago, so that means I think he has a player option he must have declined. I'm just looking to see what teams might be interested in a Drew Holiday connection. I mean, do the Heat still think they're like competing for a title? Maybe the Kings could use a point guard, but they also brought in Tari Eason and Ivica Zubac. All right, maybe they're trying to compete. Let's go see if the Kings can make a deal for Drew Holiday. I like what Drew gave us last year, but I don't want to see Scoot only starting a handful of games again. So let's just say, yeah, so we have to make up a certain amount of money, and that's just going to be tough without taking on something I don't want to take on. I actually kind of like this team, the look of it. They have a $6 million exception. Yeah, we'd probably just have to take on way too much. The Clippers do end up with Luka Doncic, and they are $10 million under the cap. Would they be interested in a defensive-minded point guard to put next next to him? No, they're way too over. Yeah, we might just have to eat both of these bad contracts, which is kind of a shame, not only for us, but for those players. A guy like Drew Holiday could be valuable to a team competing right now. Well, the Lakers actually have $100 million in cap now, but they're not competing. The Pistons are in that interesting spot of competing and having cap space. Don't really see why they'd want Drew, though, or a Jeremy Grant reunion. The Rockets were terrible last year. Absolutely terrible. They do have cap space. This Rockets team is a team I think could definitely bounce back. Jabari Smith should only get better. Q Grimes is here now. Sengun should get better. Thompson's gonna get better. So I kind of like the idea of sending them a defensive first point guard that can play over Reed Shepherd as long as Reed still isn't ready to step into a starting spot. I kind of like this. We take on Fred VanVleet's last year of his deal. I do want to see if I can sneak a pick out of it from them in 2028. They aren't interested. They want CJ. I don't want to give them CJ. What if we protect this pick, lottery protected, and they just want Kyle Anderson? Perfect. I am going to go cut that kid we just got in that trade. Quinn Matthews, see ya. But now I really am starting to like the look of our team. It says we need power forwards, but do we really? I will sign Grant Williams for a year, only because at the power forward position that we can afford, he gives us some scoring, some perimeter and interior defense, and that's really all I'm looking for. We signed Grant Williams to a 1-year deal, and we are going to get out of free agents. Player progression wise, Shaedon Sharp's up to an 88, 84 for Klingon, 84 for Scoot, 84 for Damian Lillard, CJ down to a 75, City Sissoko up to a 75, Hansen Yang up to a 73. Hopefully he has a better sophomore year. We got to cut 2 players, and to me, pretty simply, Caleb Love. We have good point guard depth for now. Sorry, man. And then the other one's probably going to be Bryce McGowan's as well, or unless I go City Sissoko. I do like him though. Yeah, it's going to be Bryce McGowan's. Just had to see what my boy CJ looks like back in Portland. But I'm really excited. I think we're off to a very good start for this rebuild. Definitely want Bradley McGee starting. I'm glad they did that. I do want to kind of mess with his tendencies just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Also want to let's get Shaedon Sharp's shooting up. We'll also put his in the 80. We'll put Shaedon Sharp's up to like a 95. Scoots can kind of stay still. The other thing for Bradley McGee that I really want is he good defensively. Pretty good help defense IQ, decent steal, not the best block, not the best perimeter or interior defense, but I fully expect that stuff to go up. All right, so we are power ranked 21st. I think we're better than that. I am going to shorten the rotation probably down to 9, as well as lowering the bench utilization down. Something like this looks fine. Dame's playing 28 off the bench, but I like where our starting lineup's at, and honestly I like where our bench is at. I think we can be fun and competitive this year. Perimeter centric looks to be as good as we could be unless we went 7 seconds, but we'll go perimeter centric and just see how it goes. So we start off 1 and 2. Maybe we can get better, maybe we won't. I don't know. Well, okay, the answer is we will. We're 10-4, 10-5, 10-6 through the first 16. Leading the way points wise, Shaedon Sharp averaging 25, 19 and a half for Bradley McGee, Damian Lillard at 19 and 4, and then Scoot all the way down at 15, Denny Avdija 15. So those guys have both taken a hit, but there's also just more guys here to help. So we've hit some rough patches. We're down to 16 and 14. Some guys' numbers are starting to slip a little bit, but I really like what I'm seeing from Bradley McGee to start. 48 from the field, 40 almost from 3, I guess 39, but I'm really excited about that. Dame's still producing, Scoot's getting his numbers back up, Denny seeing more of a hit. That's okay though. We just competed with the defending champs pretty well, but we did lose. But that gives me the confidence where I kind of want to make a move to make us better now instead of waiting till closer to the trade deadline. So who can we get? Jaylen Brown's on the trade block. That's interesting. Don't think he's a great fit here. If anything, I'd probably be looking for a big man, and there is one I have in mind. Also, the Knicks are bad. That's kind of sad. There is a big man I have in mind that isn't untouchable. Whoa, something to keep in mind here. There's 3 big men that are interesting, and Anthony Davis isn't listed as untouchable. Nobody on the Nuggets are, and Jokic has an expiring contract. Okay, I got a few targets in mind. Probably none of them are going to be able to get unless we go get one of those big men from the Mavs. But I want to try and get a Jokic trade done. It's going to be insanely difficult, but we do have some contracts here. Okay, so not ideal. See, I feel like we're actually low-key kind of close. If he just wasn't making so much money, I feel like we could just do it. Okay, so we did just go and get the best pick by standings wise, I guess, or like odds wise, and we're going to just try and flip it for Jokic. Now, what I had to give up, a bunch of first, Monty Kamara, Rayon Rupert, and that's about it. We took on Bradley Beal as well, but hopefully it can be worth it. If we can't get it, it's going to be kind of a failure and a waste of time, but they're just saying they're not interested. I'd be really disappointed if I cut into our assets for this. Okay, now I just traded 2 more picks for the Heat pick. They only have 13 wins right now. They are one of the worst teams in basketball as well. There's no way. I've never been able to trade for Jokic, and seeing that he's not untouchable and he also has the expiring contract, it's making me feel like possible, and it probably isn't. Holy shit, there's no way we just traded for Jokic. It took both of those picks that we just got Jeremy Grant, Denny Avdija, and a bunch of our other picks. I think we literally have no more picks left. We will get our pick this year. Oh, but it's not. If it's not, it's lottery protected, so we won't get it. Holy crap, we just got Nikola Jokic in a trade. I've never been able to do that. Now we have to think about what's the best way this team's gonna play. I think I want to go make one or two more trades if we can. That is crazy. I can't believe we just got him. Pascal Siakam is on the trade block, but they are 29 and 10. Is that real? I mean, we're not realistic. I just traded for Jokic. What am I talking about? And that's why you take on contracts like Fred VanVleet. I got Bradley Beals. All right, 8 million still. I'm gonna throw you Goga. Holy crap. Okay, so they would accept that if we gave him CJ. What about 2 seconds? No, I don't want to give up CJ. It feels wrong to give up CJ because if I do this, they want CJ. They give me Sam Merrill. Honestly, I can't pass up on the opportunity to bring in one of the best small power forwards in basketball. And my thought process too is it's probably not gonna be too hard to go get CJ back. All right, let me go make a couple trades to get more bigger contracts on our team. I guess I'm an idiot. We have Sam Merrill now. I can just trade him, and they accept the deal. Sam Merrill, a bunch of second-round picks, and an exception. And now our lineup looks like this. Not only do we get Pascal Siakam, but we got Jokic, who is still averaging Jokic numbers: 30 points, almost 14 rebounds, almost 10 assists. It'll be Klingon. Do they want to play Murphy, who actually can score pretty well? Defense isn't great at all. That's fine. I'm gonna change this to play through star. Just get the ball in Jokic's hands, please. Our first game is against the Hawks after making our huge trade, and we are winning. Now we're losing. This Hawks team was the team in the finals last year, though. We lose by 3. Sharp 27, 17 and 6 for Siakam, 16, 21 and 8 for Jokic. Okay, this is another big game against the defending NBA champions. Can we stop our losing streak at 3? And we can. We are killing them, and that will stay throughout the game. Jokic 29, 16 and 7. We had 4 players score 20 plus. Bradley McGee also scored 14. Siakam only 8, but I am not complaining. We need some people on this roster, and we're gonna bring him back. Nick Batum, come finish your career with the Blazers. And you know what? We'll bring it back Seth Curry as well. He was on that 2019 team that made the conference finals. I got to play his brother in that series, and we lost to the Nuggets. We lost to the Nuggets in a game where Denny Avdija scored 10 points. They also have Liam McNeely. The Nuggets traded Kelly Oubre Jr. to the Hornets for Liam McNeely. I don't get that for the Hornets, but I love it for the Nuggets. I'm not too worried about the picks I gave up for Jokic. More so just worried about the, I like Denny, especially in this game. He's really good. Hopefully Jokic accepts his player option. I can only assume he'll decline it, but I hope we can bring him back if that's the case. Johnny Furphy's going to be out sometime. They want Lillard to go back into the starting lineup. I don't know if I agree with that. I love Dame, but Scoot's the future. We can kind of split their minutes a little more evenly though. And CJ McCollum going to get some run this year. We just killed, we're not going to make any more trades, but we just killed the 34 and 16 Dallas Mavericks. And it was because 5 players scored 20 plus. Siakam pitched in with 17, 6 and 6. What a game. Jokic is number 2 in the MVP race. Oh, we got to change his number. They got him number 50. We'll just give him number 99. That's fine. Does somebody have 15? Who's that retired for? That's not Bill Walton's number, is it? Larry Steele. All due respect, no idea who that is. You know what? So I'm looking at Larry Steele. He was on the championship team, and it looks like in that championship run, he played in 18 games, averaged 4 points. If I'm just looking at the counting stats, it's really hard to tell why he would have got his number retired. And since I don't know nothing about him, and he isn't Nikola Jokic, we're unretiring his jersey. All due respect to him, but come on. Jokic gets his number 15. At the All-Star game, we're obviously represented by Jokic. I was hoping somebody else, maybe 2, but that's okay. Furphy's back, and we're gonna split Dame and Scoot's minutes completely even. They're both gonna play 31, and we're gonna get back into the sim and hopefully finish this season on a high note, because we're kind of just sitting in 7th, even though we've been winning some games. Jokic wants to test free agency. Klingon will resign. Let's get this deal done. Actually, he does have a team option for next year. I'm going to accept that when it comes time, but for now, we're gonna sim past the contract extension deadline. We did just beat the Spurs, so that's huge. Johnny Furphy again battling an injury. Let's go see if he's going to be kind of in and out of the lineup. I want to go see if we can replace his minutes with somebody. And has he even been good for us? Almost 40% from 3. Been a slightly positive player. And you know what? For 3-and-D minutes, we're going to bring in Ben Shepherd. Both of those ratings are over 80. We're going to have to release somebody though. And it's going to be hold on. Yeah, it's going to be RJ Lewis. We're going to keep our vets intact by keeping Caruso instead. And Ben Shepherd, come sign a... Oh, we can't even afford him. We can't even afford Ben Shepherd. No. You know who we're actually going to replace his minutes with? 92 perimeter defense, 84 3-ball. Come back to Portland, Matisse Thybulle, get him in the rotation. I mean, 50 wins isn't out of the realm of possibility. We would have to finish strong, but we are. So far, so good. Could we get a top 3 seed? 3 straight losses is probably going to kill that. Although we are only a half game back of the Spurs and 1.5 back of the Thunder, just means that the end of this season is huge. We win 53 games. Jokic is the MVP. Saw his numbers dip down points, actually, I guess all around. Yeah, since the All-Star break, pick, only averaged about 22, 12, and 8.5. Still great numbers, not complaining. Rookie of the year goes to Guy Lewis, who was the second pick. I'm actually really surprised. How bad did McGee's numbers slip? I guess not too bad. He just really all he did was score. Still think looking at it, I would have probably picked our guy. I'm biased though. Dylan Harper, 6-man. Wemby depoy. Most improved goes to Reed Shepherd. Wemby wins clutch player, and coach of the year goes to the Mavs, as does executive. First team, Jokic. Defensive second team, Jokic again, right? He did that last year. It doesn't even show up on his card. First team, all rookie. Bradley McGee is number 2. I'm also curious, the Knicks finished 41-41. Do they still have all of their guys? Brunson, White. They brought in Michael Porter Jr., so that means Anunoby's gone. It looks like Bridges is gone because they brought in Zach LaVine. Yeah. Paul George is still here though. They made sure to keep him. Josh Hart gone too? No. Pistons fell down to 36 wins. Basically the same team, it looks like. Michigan boy Hunter Dickinson's here. Disappointing for them. Who's the surprise over here? And nobody really. I guess Chicago. They got James Harden. Giddey's gone. Giddey's in LA. And they were bad. The Nuggets didn't make the play-in even. The Pacers are first seeded, by the way. Who did we give them? We gave them Fred VanVleet, Bradley Beal, Grant Williams. Good for them. And unfortunately, the West is such a dogfight that we have to play this Spurs team in round 1. All right, we are going to try and just take the ball out of Wemby's hands. I set a bunch of the coach settings, and I'm also going to hit stay attached always. Game 1 is a victory by 3. Wemby still had a good game. We didn't score as much. That's okay. Also, injury-wise, is Murphy back? He is, but they don't want to play him. Oh, no, they do. Okay. Dang, they took away Bradley McGee's minutes. No. I like Thibault, but what are we doing? This is a time to lean on our guys and not back away from them. Guess we'll go with this. Game 2 is a loss. We lose by 8. Scoot had 30. Jokic, 27-point triple-double. Wemby, not the best game. Game 3, a win. Okay, we needed that. 27-point win. Beautiful. Shaedon Sharpe gave us 41. Wemby only shot 3 shots. Tell me he got hurt. Since the video game, oh my God, tell me he got hurt. Since the video game, I don't feel wrong about that. He's done for the season. He pulled his left calf muscle. Game 4, we win. Scoot had 33. Multiple guys with 20s. Jokic with a 22-point triple-double. Can we win in 5? We do. Respect to Wemby. Get well soon, but it's a video game. I'm happy you got hurt. And now we have Sacktown, who's the 8th seeded. They got Mikal, okay. They got Tari Eason, DeMar, Sabonis, Zubac, Nick Clifford, Dalen Terry. They do got Killian starting at the point guard, so hopefully Dame goes crazy. Oh, I didn't even think Dame is starting, but I'm really not mad about that. It's playoffs. We need our best clutch guys out there. Game 1 is a victory by 7. Jokic had 42. Game 2, another victory. Big time win. Jokic 28, Sharpe 27. Bradley McGee coming into his own, 26 here in game 2. Game 3, we are up 3-0. 30 points for our best players. And game 4 is a sweep of the Kings. 26-9 for Lillard. Dame playing really well. Look at the percentages on Dame. 53 from the field, 54 from 3, 96 from free throw. You love to see it. We have to take on Minnesota, which, you know, not the best matchup for us. And it's going to make things difficult. I don't know what kind of perimeter defender Shaedon is. I can't imagine it's great. 74. What about McGee? Are you a great defender? 65. I know it's wild, but they wanted to start Thibault, and I think I'm going to let it happen for this series. We got to play the matchup, and the matchup to me says Ant Edwards is one of the best players in the NBA. We need as much help defensively as we can. And Matisse Thybulle has 92 perimeter defense. Thank you. You are playing. All right, game 1, we lose. Ant had 40, shot it well. We're going to take away even more of McGee's minutes. Game 2, we do win. That's a big win down the road. Ant had 27 on decent shooting. Thybulle played 29 minutes, had 3 steals. Bradley McGee in limited minutes had 15 points. So can we win game 3? We do. Let's go. We win it by 13. Jokic 32, 18 and 7, 31 and 7 for Shaedon Sharpe. Dame gave us 16 and 9. And struggled a little bit more. If we go up 3-1, I feel so much better. And it's not. It's tied 2-2. Shaedon Sharpe 37 and 34 on 12 of 15. And I think his only missed shots were from 3. Yep, that's tough. This makes this game 4 of the conference finals so huge. Back and forth so far. We do pull away. Huge third quarter makes us pull away. And we do win. Jokic triple-double. Dame 21. Ant Edwards 17, 7, 6. Not the best shooting night. Beautiful. I know the NBA is so disappointed with these smaller market matchups. Portland, Minnesota, Toronto, and Atlanta. They go to game 7 over in the Eastern Conference, and we are trying to stop it from going to 7. Third quarter, the Timberwolves pull away. We're going to have a game 7, which I just ate. Ant with 42. All right, game 7 to see who will take on the Hawks in the NBA Finals. Back-to-back years in the NBA Finals for them. And it looks like it's going to be Minnesota. No. This was the year. Oh my God. We lose in 7. Ant's your Western Conference Finals MVP. Trae Young, who is on the trade block, does win Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And in 7, the Timberwolves win the NBA Finals. Now, I'm kind of disappointed because that felt like the year to do it if we were gonna, especially with the Wemby injury. They're only going to get better. The Rockets should only get better. Thunder are still there. KD be with the Brooklyn Nets. Drew retires, can't override it. Oh, Dame just tried to retire. We need to try and get him a championship. So this will be probably the last year. Draft lottery. Our pick was lottery protected to the Bulls. Obviously, we didn't make the lottery, so that pick goes to them. We need a head coach, and I don't know, is Chauncey really that guy for us? All due respect, I don't think so. We signed Karan Christie. Don't know. Don't love it. But what can you do? Gonna skip the draft entirely. We don't have any picks. Jokic declines his player option. Dame declines his player option. We're gonna accept both Yang and Furphy's. Jokic doesn't have a real offer on the table. That is just beautiful. Dame wants almost 30 million. Dang. Okay, we were able to sign them both back. Jokic on a 5-year deal. Dame on a 1 year. We also brought back Nick Batum. We're also bringing back Seth if we can. Now, the only thing I don't like is we owe 53 million to Pascal Siakam, who is 33 and is only gonna regress from here on out. I'm just gonna test the water, see what's out there. There's some interesting things. Aaron Gordon, re-team him up with Jokic. Derek Lively's here. But I don't want to give him, now that I think about it, I don't want to give him to a team like the Mavs and make them better. And in that case, there's really nothing too exciting. Hollow's not untouchable. Tatum isn't. Chet's not. Mobley not. What if we go? Can we get Zion straight up with a second? 2 seconds? Johnny Furphy? Nick Batum? Yes, it's not happening. I mean, Mobley's not listed as an untouchable. Is there a world in which we get this done? Probably not. Johnny Furphy has good value to them. I mean, we could try Jaren Jackson. Scotty Barnes could be interesting. What's up, Scotty? You guys want Pascal back? He won you guys a championship. All right, you know what? We're gonna try and make moves around the edges, and then we sign Aaron Nesmith. We're gonna try and make moves around the edges, and then see maybe mid-season we can make big splashes like we did this year. Jokic stays the same. Pascal goes down 1. Dame's down 4. Got some progression from our other guys. Bradley McGee's up to an 87. But looking at some of these other teams, the Thunder look insane. The Timberwolves, Ants actually regressing. Okay. Spurs have 2 90s, 2 85 pluses, an 84. The Rockets 2 90 pluses. So that's okay. We are power rank 11. So yeah, this is what the rotation's gonna look like. We're only gonna play 9. Excited to see how the team does. One last ride for Batum, McCollum, and Dame, and immediately we are back. Oh wait, what is our system? We hired a new coach. Grit and grind? Yeah, no, we're gonna go perimeter centric. That looks really good with our players. That's what we're gonna go with. Grit and grind. Nope. Shaden Sharp gonna be out a little while. Only 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. At that time, Johnny Furphy's gonna play the 2 guard for us. Honestly, I think I'd rather have Dame step into that role. They can split the minutes a little bit, but we'll let Dame start. In the 4 games that Dame started, we went undefeated, and he upped his points per game, his assists. Field goal was really bad. 3-point was not great either, but hey, we won. Sharp's back in the lineup though, and we are 3rd in the conference after winning a lot of games. I can't believe we got Jokic still. That is so wild. Part of it is probably because I use my share scenario, and when I'm creating that roster, I have to go through and control every team, so I have to make trades, and then when you select a team, their untouchables disappear. So part of it's probably that, but I mean, we were over a year in, right? Yeah. So they should have made him untouchable by then, but then his expiring contract and everything. So cool. I ain't mad at it. I didn't cheese it. I didn't force it to happen. How long is Klingon out? 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Who else just got injured? Bradley McGee's injured, but Klingon's back, so that's cool. Whoa. Standings wise, the Kings and Pelicans are in the top 4, knocking out teams like the Thunder, Mavs, and Spurs. What did those teams do? Kings' best player is Zubac. The fit, I guess, isn't terrible, but for them to be this good, I'm super surprised. And then the Pelicans are just really the Pelicans. I literally have to have an all-star team for us to be top 4, but they're over there with their actual NBA teams. We are going to stop and make an offer or two just to see what's on the market. I do only expect to make a trade if it's, you know, game changing. Well, we did just make a trade that I hope I don't regret, but we just got Bam out of bio to be our starting 4 next to Jokic. The thought process was really we just need more defense in case we run into some of these Western Conference teams that are just crazy stacked, especially with Jokic at our 4 or 5. I really do love Pascal Siakam. I wish there was a way I could keep him, but the $54 million price tag was just, or 52, it's just too steep to pay for a guy at 33 years old coming off the bench for us, not even having the best year, a negative year. And I think that's the only move we're gonna make. We had to give up our only first round pick that we have control of, and as well we had to give up Aaron Nesmith and all of our second round picks. We literally don't control a pick right now that we can like do anything with, but I think that's gonna be good. I think we're gonna be good. I hope. Immediately we win every game. So Jokic made the Western Conference All-Stars, as did Bam. Cool. He ain't a Portland Trailblazer legend or nothing, but I would like it. I want to get DeMar here, bro. I don't want you to retire in free agency, but you know what? It's on you at that point. We'll get Andre. Worst comes to worst, we lose some bigs. He can give us some rebounds. We'll also bring in Marcus Smart for perimeter defense if we need it. I was hoping we could bring in Big Nurk. Yeah, I'm not clearing another roster spot for Nurkic. I'm not a fan of him, but I was just gonna do it because he has the ties to the Trailblazers. Through 60 games, we are 42-18, second in the Western Conference, only 2 games back. I like the chance. Bradley McGee's back. Jokic on fire. I like our chances of getting up into that first seed. Bam does have a player option. That's gonna be tough. Hopefully we can bring him back, but I just don't think there's going to be any way we will have the money to do that. We are first in the conference, then we lose. Klingon injured again. That's why we get a guy like Andre, though. Give us some boards off the bench. Oh, he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. That's rough. Jokic again wins MVP. Oh my God. 5 MVPs for Jokic. Only averaged 23 a game, 13 boards, 10 assists. Still great stats. Josh Giddey's over in Miami. Nothing else for us. Most improved player went to Dominique Clifford, which I would say is pretty justified. We won executive of the year. First team Jokic. Defensive second team again Jokic. Wow. Not Bam, but Jokic makes it. Rookie first team Drake Powell, Zakai Ziegler. But that's fine. We finished. Whoa, the Thunder and the Rockets are over in the playing game, while Sacramento and New Orleans. Maybe we get New Orleans and Sacramento, and I don't know if we really want Minnesota out of the first round, but okay. OKC doesn't even make playoffs. That's crazy. Oh no, they did. I'm tripping. So we got Houston in round 1, which I hate for us, but matchup wise, it shouldn't be too bad, and Bradley McGee should be able to dominate RJ McDaniel. Scoot honestly should hold his own against Jordan Poole too, so we should be okay. Game 1 is a win by 14. Scoot 28, 24, 9 and 9 for Jokic. Sharp 22 and 6. Game 2 is a loss by 5. Game 3 a win by 4. This is a tight series. Game 4 a win by 18. Can we put them away in 5? We do. Let's go. We have to face San Antonio in round 2. We got so lucky last year. Now we have to face them again. Wemby's a literal 99. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna shorten the rotation to this. I think we're gonna put Bam. I think that's gonna be our best bet, is to put Bam on Wemby. All right, game 1 we do win by 24 points. Wemby only put up 13 shots. Game 2 we also win, this time by only 9. 3 guys scored 20 plus for us. Wemby 2 of 13, 35 minutes. Not the best game for him. Game 3 we do win again by 5. Jokic with a 39-point performance. Wemby had a good game. 6 blocks, 3 steals, 8 of 13 shooting. Can we sweep them? No. Oh God. Win in 5? We do. Okay. Shaedon Sharp gave us 41 in a closeout game. Can we get Minnesota? Again, we get Minnesota. Okay. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we want. Let's see how much the attributes have progressed for Bradley McGee. He looks awesome now. 75 and 76 are not bad whatsoever. 75 for Shaedon Sharp. Would it be completely wild if I threw Bam? Would it be completely wild if I threw Bam on him? Honestly, I think I have to. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna switch the starting lineup to look like this. That way, like, I have Bam set as Ant's matchup, and I want Bradley McGee to guard Randall to start. But if, say, Jokic is playing the 4, Klingon's in at the 5, I don't want McGee to play guard Randall. You know what I'm saying? We'll just have Jokic or whatever. Game 1 is a victory. We do shock them on their home floor. 34 for Sharp and 13 points. Only 4 for shooting. He fouled out in 10 minutes. We might have got lucky in that one. Game 2 is a loss. Ant and Dillingham each go for 30 plus. Julius Randle shows up with 30. I don't think they're gonna do that every game. Can we win game 3? We do win game 3 by a lot. Shaedon Sharp 34, Jokic 29, 25 for Bradley McGee. Come on, go up 3-1. We do lose game 4. Come on, we can't go to a game 7 with these Timberwolves again. Game 5, we lose. Shit. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. It's not like Ant's killing. I think we just rock with what we got and hope that it's good enough. Game 6, we're losing. We come back, take the lead, then we're back down, back and forth all the way. Do take the lead in the 4th, and we are gonna force a game 7. Okay, we win by 16. McGee 32, Henderson 30, 20 for Sharp, 20 for Jokic, a triple double for Jokic as well, and in 41 minutes, 26 points. Good shooting, honestly. Does Scoot need help on Dillingham, bro? Like, what is going on here? Only 72 perimeter. We don't really have that Matisse Thybulle this year. All right, game 7 against Minnesota. Can we go to the NBA Finals to take on the Orlando Magic? It's so back and forth, and we take a lead. We're up 20 with 2 minutes left. Let's go. We win by 20. Jokic 28, 10 and 10, 21, 9 and 3. He had 8 turnovers. What were you doing, Bam? You were just out there turning the ball over. But it's your prerogative, man. I ain't gonna complain. We won 14 and 10 for Scoot, 14, 7 and 3 for McGee, and Jokic is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Paulo is for the Magic. Looking how we match up, Anthony Black is gonna be a tough matchup for Scoot. Desmond Bane. I feel like Shaedon Sharp should have a good little series against him. I don't think his perimeter defense is crazy. It's only 79. Franz might give McGee some trouble for sure. Paulo and Mitch Rob. The thing about Mitch Rob is, yes, he's a great offensive rebounder, but defensive rebounding only 78. So let's see. Game 1, we do win. Okay, by 43. Scoot had 36. Shaedon Sharp had 36. Jokic 18, 10, and 16. In 10 minutes, Johnny Murphy threw up 10 shots and made 8 of them, 7 of which were threes. Can we win game 2? Bradley McGee. Oh no. Oh no. This is kind of one thing I didn't really factor in. Also, I had him playing 2 on accident. Probably worked out in our favor, actually. Oh no, I did not. Oh, I could have played Marcus Smart last series. Kind of sick because now Lillard gets to step into a role where he's asked to do a lot more. We're gonna kind of split the last few minutes against Drummond and City Sissoko. I don't know, man. Game 2 is a victory. We might just have too much. 38 for Jokic, 33 for Sharp. We lose game 3. Paulo had 30. I just just want to make sure if Bam's in there, he's guarding Paolo at all times. Game 4, we do win. We go 3-1. We won it by 30. They had multiple guys score 20 plus, but 40 for Sharp, 31 for Scoot, 19, 18, 17. Furphy, man. Shout out Johnny Furphy. I took away his minutes in the last few series, but he is hooping in the playoffs. 53 from the field, 48 from 3. Dame, not the best game. Jokic, not the best game. Can we win the NBA Finals on our home floor in Game 5? Answer looks like it's going to be no, because we're getting killed, and we do lose by 21. Game 6, on the road. We're losing. Back and forth. We do take a lead. We're up 4, we're up 6, we're up 9. Let's hop in here, get some look at the gameplay. We get to see the Orlando Magic's jerseys too. It'll be an 8-point game now. Potential to be 7, and it is. 1:20 left. Playing into inbound. Lillard gets to be on the floor. Did Jokic foul out? Yeah, he did. He hadn't missed a shot either. 22 minutes. He has 17 points on 7 of 7 from the field. Furphy, bro. Johnny Furphy, 7 of 8 from 3, 8 of 9 from the field. Scoot, 33 and 9, 36 and 8 for Bam. Shaedon Sharp, only 15, but great shooting. Did he foul out too? Oh my god. The rest were trying to extend this to 7. These two players combined for 13 of 14 shooting in just 22 minutes overall. Wow. All right, Scoot with the ball against Bane, wide open, pulls up from 3, which I don't love. Bam rebound, not Bam, Paolo rebound, and he immediately almost throws a turnover. Lillard tips it. It's only 7 still, just a minute left, but 3 here makes it 4. Then you start getting a little iffy. Bam guarding Paolo. Anthony Black catches, throws it to Paolo. Mitch Rob to Franz. Franz getting guarded by Furphy, holding his own here. Clock's about to expire. Mitch Rob catches it, throws it to Bane. Bane's 3, no good. Mitch Rob, offensive rebound, no good. Another one, kicks it out. Anthony Black to Banchero. Banchero for 3, hits it. What a possession. Bam's got to get it in. Get it inbound. Gives it to Dame. Dame will have some of the biggest. Oh no, he's not shooting free throws. They're not in the bonus yet. 43 seconds left. 4-point game. Honestly, I got to do something. Get the ball to Dame. He deserves these free throws. Oh, they're not fouling. Wait, are they? Are they doubling? What are they doing? They doubled. Oh, I don't like that. I feel kind of cheap now. I didn't mean to do that, but you know what? Whatever. 6-point lead. I wanted Dame to shoot free throws. I felt like it would have been a fitting end to this. Mitch Rob inbounds to Black. Black to Wagner. Right back to Black. Black's 3. No good. Rebound Klingen. Gives it to Scoot. And with 6-point lead, Scoot could really knock down one of these and we would feel really good. Makes the first. Can he make the second? I gotta admit, I haven't watched too many Blazers games. Is that actually what Scoot be wearing? Like the socks and no sleeves or nothing? Because he looks like a straight bum right now. Franz tries to go behind the back. Leads to a steal by Bam, who immediately turns it over. Franz gives it up to Bane. Back to Franz. Franz is 3. Up and good. 5-point game. 10 seconds left. Get into Dame. Get into Dame. Dame. I think I will want to watch some Blazers games this year. See Scoot and Dame in the same backcourt. That's just cool for the vibes. Free throws for Scoot. Both up and good. I lied. First one was up and good. Second one misses. Mitch Rob to Desmond Bane. His 3 doesn't fall. Bam on the rebound. And that'll do it, I think. Come on. Paolo gets fouled out. Bam's free throw. Up and good. Second free throw. Also up and good. 8-point lead. They got no timeouts left. Only 6 seconds. They're going to dribble too much. John Collins 3. No good. And we are NBA champions. Dame Lillard gets to finish his career with an NBA championship. It's probably the best big man tandem of all time. Bam and Jokic on the same team is kind of crazy. That's probably dramatic. I mean, we're talking, there's the old Spurs teams out there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Can we get on with the cutscene? What are we doing? Look at Furphy's hat. What are we doing, 2K? Is Furphy that tall? Why does he look so tall next to Bam? Furphy's as tall as our big man. Dame looks like a midget. Scoot's finals MVP. That's dope. You get the image of Scoot and Dame on the podium. That is dope. McGee's up there even though he was injured. 38 for Bam and Scoot to finish off the season. And honestly, I think that's where I'm going to end it. And actually, the game lied. Jokic is your finals MVP. 23, 8, and 9. 2 steals. Insane percentages. Player retirements. Batum retires. And CJ, Dame, and Seth Curry all get to go out as NBA champions. You'll love to see it. Dame makes the Hall of Fame. And he also gets his jersey retired. And that is where I am going to end this sim. So that was super fun. Went into this with expectations of just building around the young guys and trying to acquire a piece or 2. Maybe all-star pieces, but nothing like former MVP Nikola Jokic. And then also getting him to win 2 more MVPs is just crazy. And we really lucked out with some of the younger teams in the West not panning out, like the Spurs. And well, I guess they did pan out because they won an NBA championship, but you know what I mean. The Thunder were a playing team. So all right, y'all, if y'all like these type of videos, please leave a like. It means the world. Have a lot of fun making them. Leave a suggestion if something you want to see and I will probably do it. Also, I've never seen this. 2 different color like accessory colors on a player. I've never seen them do this, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I kind of like his form too. All right, so please leave a like. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.